Yep, that time it went in. That was weird. That was really strange. Okay, we are back. Not sure if anybody's here, but we are back. Sorry for that. We had a technical issue here, but hopefully some of you guys are still here hanging with us. We are going to still show our video today, and then we're going to wrap up our show. But we are sorry that we got disconnected from you. Some folks are still here. There they are. Awesome. All right, we are going to start this again. Oh yeah, we got folks still here. Awesome. You guys are great. Thank you for being patient and hanging in here with us. We truly, truly appreciate that. But I really wanted to be able to show this video to you guys because I think it's really important to honor someone like James Earl Jones. So we're just going to start it from the beginning again, so just bear with us here, okay? And we're going to get it going for you right now. Here we go.
If you only knew the power of the dark side.
I find the bad guys are often interesting. You know, since Darth Vader, I guess I've still exploring that energy in myself.
I am your father. No! I tied my own shoes once. It is an overrated experience.
All over the world, people respond to coming to America. You know, oh, you're the king, chauffeur. You know, it's not the grand, complicated work that gets the attention. It's the simple work, and I think that's appropriate.
We shall return to Zamunda at once.
I will not leave without Lisa.
James is a brilliant man, a brilliant, brilliant man. I hope one day I can be respected like that man is respected in this industry.
That hairball is my son.
Nobody's sitting there saying, voiced by James Earl Jones. I think if you get the audience thinking about whose voice it is, you've made a big mistake.
Who now is your father if it is not me?
With his unmistakable baritone voice, James brought depth to all the characters he played.
The force is strong in this one.
They often ask me to say lines from Star Wars, and I know none of them. I never memorized them. I have you now, Obi-Wan is the only one.
I have you now.
James actually told us he wasn't George Lucas's only choice for the voice of Darth Vader.
He thought of Orson Welles, of course, at first, but he knew that people knew that voice very well, and that it would be distracting from the character if he got Orson. So he got me, a Mississippi boy raised in Michigan, right? So that any regionality I might have abandoned or shaken, gotten rid of. And I was a voice then that nobody knew.
I sense something, a presence I've not felt since...
Star Wars was created by the kids who saw it 10 times, you know. Why they like Darth Vader, I don't know. My son hates him. And when he first heard it when he was 3, it really scared him. And he couldn't understand why his father was contributing to the evil.
But Jones's voice went from menacing to kind as Mufasa in The Lion King.
One day, Simba, the sun will set on my time here and will rise with you as the new king.
Lion King, I think, is a beautiful movie. My job was to try to evoke not only King Regal, but Father Real.
And so, we are all connected in the great circle of life.
What we achieved was a doting father with a very dopey grin on his face. The dopey grin is mine. It's only I grin like that. You know?
James is also the guy who said this dozens of times each day.
This is CNN.
I have a voice that probably suggests that I know what I'm talking about, and I have not a clue. My wife can tell when somebody's on a voiceover. I can't tell. I can't tell when it's me, you know. My son can tell.
Yet the man who voiced these iconic lines actually struggled with a speech impediment as a boy.
I'm a stutterer. I didn't talk from the age of 8 to 14. Actually 6 to 14, and I rediscovered the power of speech, and then they couldn't shut me up. The best work of my life has been recorded, except in the memory of people who saw it. I'm totally satisfied with that.
You think I'm crazy?
I already think you're crazy.
Of course, James's career went far beyond just voiceover work.
Tell them what you think. Come on. Baseball was life, and I was good at it.
The fire is out. The emergency power is on.
From his portrayal of Alex Haley in Roots, The Next Generations.
I found you, Kunta Kinte. I found you!
To his recurring role as Admiral James Greer in films like The Hunt for Red October and Patriot Games, Mr. Jones has left his indelible mark on the movies.
Excuse me, Jack. Tell me one thing in life that is absolutely for certain.
But his favorite movie? That would be a film about baseball called Field of Dreams.
I'm gonna beat you with a crowbar until you go away.
Whoa, wait, you can't do that.
I think there happens a union between essentially Ray's soul and man's soul.
I like the small stories that tell a good story, and I like the big ones too, but the small ones I cherish most. Go the distance.
Yes. Do you know what it means?
James Earl Jones had a prolific television career as well, breaking barriers right from the start. His earliest roles in the 1960s were as a doctor on soap operas like Guiding Light and As the World Turns. And while he lent his voice to The Simpsons starting in 1990, his first sitcom appearance didn't happen until 1997 on Frasier, reuniting him with his Broadway co-star, Kelsey Grammer.
We did Othello years ago. I've always wanted to work with James again, and I just think that nothing but the highest of thoughts.
Have we met? No, but I thought that was you. I'm so happy that I'm losing my virginity on this show because, with Kelsey because I've never done a sitcom before. I'm not sure if this is my bag, you know. And partly because I'm not facile nor am I funny, and I don't want to ever try to be funny.
Actually, Mr. Jones showed off some impressive comedic chops when at the age of 83, he played himself on The Big Bang Theory. E.T. was with him on the set in 2014, where even in rehearsal, he had the crew cracking up.
I have one thing to say to people like you. I like Star Wars too.
What is it about this show that makes you laugh so much?
I mean the actors, and it's the company of actors, and what's written for them is always very crisp and sharp, stays in the focus of the nerd world, you know.
He's just such an honest-to-God actor, you know? He's one of those people that not only do you forget, there's no way you could ever really fully realize the amount of work he's done.
Ay, ay, ay.
Ay, 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 bang, bang.
I don't text, I don't Skype, I don't, what are the other things you
Tweet?
do?
And Facebook?
I don't tweet.
Instagram?
I don't face.
None of that? FaceTime?
No.
None of that?
No, I don't know if I ever will.
We dedicate the 1991 Emmy Awards celebration telecast to comedy.
I can be very relaxed about things, probably to the point of being silly.
Comedy aside, the stage is where Mr. Jones's legacy is most deeply rooted. A Shakespearean actor, he originated 24 roles on Broadway, including his Tony-winning performances in The Great White Hope and Fences with Courtney B. Vance.
How come you ain't never liked me? Who in the hell ever said, I got to like you?
I love him. He's really like my surrogate father.
I'm the most arrogant person you've ever met, so I have to pretend I'm humble, or else it really gets out of hand.
In 2011, James was given an honorary Oscar, technically making him an EGOT winner.
If an actor's nightmare is being on stage buck naked and not knowing his lines, what the heck do you call this? Out from the wings steps Sir Ben Kingsley, and he hands me an Oscar. Now, frankly, what the heck else would you call that but an actor's dream?
I find it difficult to think comparatively in my personal life as well as in my career. I don't see the point of thinking comparatively. Just the best against myself. Everybody has a story, no matter what status the human being is. He has a story worth telling. That's my job, to help evoke that.
So that's our salute to James Earl Jones. Jade, I'll ask you first. Was there any movie clip in there that you probably say is the one that stood out for you for James Earl Jones?
I mean, I'm most familiar with the Star Wars one. I mean, that's, he's the iconic voice. Also Lion King.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. FC, how about you?
I thought it was amazing. I did not realize that Orson Welles was up for the part for the voice of Darth Vader. I did not know that until today, 40 years later, so that's amazing. But this past week, I rewatched The Hunt for Red October. Just for James Earl Jones.
Yeah, good classic one. Yeah, for me, the one that surprised me the most when I first saw it was him being in Doctor Strangelove, which was his first screen performance. And that was the first time I remember. I was like, whoa, that's James Earl Jones as a young guy. It threw me off. But he was very well known for his theater work, especially for Othello. And so, great talent, lived a good long life, 93 years old. He's going to be missed. And we just wanted to do that little tribute to him tonight. So hope you guys enjoyed that. And thank you guys for sticking around and honoring James Earl Jones. Let's talk about what we got coming up in this next week. FC, let's talk about Thursday.
Thursday is Soul Talk. We talk Star Citizen members of the community, but you get to come in and talk about what your thoughts about what's going on. We cover ISC and SCL, and this week on Star Citizen and a whole bunch of other stuff too. So come in and join us on Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern, 1 a.m. UTC.
And on Saturday, we're going to be doing Soul Voices at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, where we're going to be talking one-on-one with me from subjects that come from Spectrum, Reddit, CIG, and any other things that come up in my head. That'll be next Saturday, 2 p.m. Eastern Time for Soul Voices. And last but not least, next week, our show is titled 28 Days. 28 days for what? 28 days until CitizenCon. Until next week, we're going to be doing a little bit of trying to put some pieces together, seeing how far CIG has come since last CitizenCon up until the one that's coming up. Things that we're looking forward to seeing, hoping to see, things that CIG maybe has even given us a little bit of a leak with information on. So that's going to be next Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 28 days. Hopefully you guys will be able to join us for that show. Once again, I want to give a special thanks to JadeStarwatcher, our team member, who just did a fabulous job bringing so much great information to you all. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. Fastcart, did you learn something? Did you learn a little something?
Yeah, I learned a bunch of stuff. Nothing really stood out to me, but I did learn a bunch of stuff, and I'm glad I got to teach Jade about the clapper.
Okay. Jade, thanks again for all the hard work. Appreciate you putting in the time. We are going to send you guys over to our good friend Verity. We haven't rated her in a little while, and she looks like she is over at Microtech in a Carrick, if I'm not mistaken. So when you get over there with Verity, give her some love. If you like what you see, follow her. Let her know that you came over from the Soul Citizens. And we hope you guys have a great week. Take care of yourselves as always. Stay safe. And as we always say, peace, love, and soul. Take care. Ciao.